ever smile on, since I can't remember when.
I'm about to change the fuel filter in my 1995 Cumins 12 valve 5.9, and this particular one is in a school bus, so I have a bit more room than you might have if you're doing this on a pickup. The filter is right there. It kind of looks like an oil filter right there. And this particular engine also has a pre-filter, which I know some of them, from looking at the pictures, apparently some of them don't have that one, but this one does. Normally you would clean that, but I was able to just buy another one at the local Cumins dealer, and if I'm able to clean it, great. Otherwise I'll just, you know, I'll use the new one. Otherwise I'll save it for some other time. This is my first time, so I may make a mistake, and if so, you'll see it. But what I'm going to do first is open this drain up, and I have a pan on the ground that'll catch the diesel. And so, let's see. I'm going to unscrew it using this tool. This is an oil filter wrench. I also have one of these, but I wasn't able to get this one to work. But this one does. I cheated. I loosened it up just a little bit to see if it would work. So, I'm going to drain using the drain plug there, and then I'm going to unscrew the oil filter. Yeah, that actually made quite a mess. What I should have done was this. I didn't, but that would have been better. It kind of leaked all over everything. Some of it actually went into the pan below, but this would have been a better plan, is to use something like this. And let's see what came out the bottom. This thing just unscrews. I used a pair of pliers to loosen it up. Unscrewed it, just like an oil plug. Here's the new one. I'm going to fill it up with diesel and wipe some diesel around the gasket, and you screw it in until this touches the bottom of the manifold, and screw it another 3/4. Well, believe it or not, it actually went in pretty easily. I couldn't really see where the threads went, but I just kind of felt my way up there, and it was pretty easy. I just screwed it right in. So now what I'm hoping, and the reason I filled it up with diesel, is hopefully I won't have to reprime the fuel system, which will be a pain in the ass if I have to. I guess it'd be good for me because I've never done that before. And I guess it'll make for a more interesting video if I do, but I'm hoping I don't. If I do have to do it though, see that pump right there? I'll need to push that in and out, from what I read, about 100 times. But first you see that bolt right there, the banjo bolt, so-called. You loosen that, then you start pumping the pump, and you start pumping that pump back and forth, and the air and well, everything will come out the top there, and it's kind of like bleeding the brakes. Apparently they say it's makes it easier to have a broom handle, so I don't have to stick my finger down in there. I can have the broom handle coming out here. But what I'm going to do next now is the pre-fuel filter. There's what the new one looks like. Now, from what I understand from the diesel forums, is I probably will be able to just clean the old one, but if that's the case, I will keep this one on hand for future use. Yeah, well, to show you how ignorant I am, I didn't realize it's metric, but it's a 17 millimeter, and that sucker was on there really tight. I had to use a bar. I just loosened it, and now it's starting to drip, so I'm going to stick this pan under it to capture the diesel and unscrew it. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because the bus has gotten kind of sluggish, suddenly, and it acts like it's not really getting good fuel flow. And the fuel filter itself was actually pretty clean. This pre-filter, some crud came out of it when I dumped it in this pan here, and I can see it's not showing up on camera, but there is some crud. You can see some crud underneath there, so hopefully this is the problem. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at all that. So this very well could have been the problem. It indicates it certainly needed to be changed. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace it. Try and clean it because I got a new gasket and etc. It's cheap enough, $10 or something. All right, here's the moment of truth. All right, cool. Started right up. So it looks like I'm not going to have to reprime the fuel system. Doesn't seem to be leaking anywhere. Well, shortly after changing the fuel filter, I took it on a road trip through the mountains of southern Oregon, and sure enough, it ran like a champ. Well, hey, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.